Is my screen visible? Okay. Shall I start, sir? Okay. It's loading, yes. Now visible? Okay. So, hello everyone. Today I'm going to present about what is the plagiarism and how to avoid it. So, here is my information. And today I'm going to present about the paper on research methodology. So, table of the content. So, we are going to see that what is plagiarism, type of plagiarism, when was in India the plagiarism performs, rate highest, step to avoid plagiarism, Bollywood and plagiarism, and two live example, Hungarian president and caught in a plagiarism, and German defense minister resigned in a PhD for plagiarism, and five author who has been accused for plagiarism, and conclusion. So first, what is plagiarism? So according to Merriam-Webster dictionary, the word plagiarism derived from the Latin word plagiaris, and it means to commit a literary theft and to present as a new and original an idea or a product derived from an existing source. So, according to MLA Henry, for the writer of the recent edition, plagiarism involves two kind of wrongs: using another person's idea, information, or expression without acknowledging that person's work constitutes intellectual theft, and passing off other person's idea, information, or expression as your own to get a better grade or gain some other advantage constitutes fraud. It is a very good lyrics written by the Tom Larry about the plagiarism. That plagiarized, let no one else work evade your eyes. Remember why the God Lord made you eyes. So don't shed your eyes, but plagiarize. Only be sure always to call it please research. So now type of plagiarism. So according to Oxford University Press Academic Insight for the Thinking Word, there are the six kind of the plagiarism: paragraph, paraphrasing, patchwork or a mosaic, verbatim, source based on plagiarism, global plagiarism, and self plagiarism. So when was in India the plagiarism performance the rate highest? So Neelam Pandey has reported in the print that Indian academic have contributed 35% of the article published in a various kind of the fake journalism journals between 2010 to 2014, and the international consortium of the investigation journalist has identified over the 11,000 fake journals during the 5-year period. And read the committee's report submit to the Human Resource Development Ministry. Plagiarism and data manipulated are the issue of the great concern, which damage the credibility of the research emanating from the our institutions. So when was in the India plagiarism performed the rate highest? So Coplings noted that in the period between 2007 to 2011 there were the highest plagiarism performed rated, and as the result in 2015 the University Grant Commission has been declared a mandatory in India to check PhD thesis with the anti-plagiarism software. On 26th June 2016, India's government has decided to bring a law to resist this activity, and the punishment are different as per the pattern of the plagiarism and the performance of the activities. Now it is the recent web series which describe a very fascinating dialogue about the plagiarism. So here is the talk between the two professor, and one is belonging to the English literature and one is belonging to Hindi literature. So English literature professor said that now you are stealing from the one, not a one but two poets. Kedarnath and Naresh Saxena, and you are beyond to the plagiarism. So plagiarism is the most derogatory word in the literature. So step to avoid plagiarism. Here are some steps to avoid plagiarism and improve qualitative writing. So according to Dr. Lahiri, cite everything. Ensure that every assertion and statement of the fact cited. And if it is your opinion that say also, otherwise provide a citation, avoid quote or paraphrase the work of the others in your own word, and using the software and service to check the paper prior of the submission. Time is the critical, and plagiarism and high similarity often result when students do not allow to enough time to proper complete assignment or papers. So, step to avoid plagiarism. So, these are steps described in the MLA Handbook 9th edition. So, do careful research, giving credit to particular researcher, paraphrasing each and everything, and it has a subpart that when to paraphrase, how to paraphrase, and how to paraphrase and give credit, quoting each and everything, how to quote and give credit. So there are also online tool available to checking the plagiarism, that Grammarly, Orkut, Authenticate, Paper Retter, and many more. And yesterday we have seen that Google Classroom also give the feature that how to check a plagiarism in students' work. Bollywood and plagiarism. So, Bollywood, or we can say the film, is also part of literature. So, in that there is also so many incidents of plagiarism which were noted down. So, Times of India has reported that the alluring and creative industry of Bollywood has been mired in a controversy rated in a plagiarism. So, here is the movie. It is a well-known movie which is accused for plagiarism. Like Dear Zingi also accused for plagiarism, and it is said that it was a copy from one Russian, or let me see, just a minute. Dear Zingi is also copy from the Canadian comedy series Being Eric. The Wanted is also accused for the plagiarism, and Mahesh Banerjee accused that it is from the Rajabai IPS. Gajni is also accused for the plagiarism, and it is this term is a copy from the Christopher Nolan's film Memento. Then Rabata is also plagiarized, and Telugu filmmaker accused that it is the copy from the Magadhira. Then English medium is also listed in this plagiarism table. And Manji the Mountain Man and Murder 2 also accused for the plagiarism. So, a live example that Hungarian President Smith has also caught in the plagiarism. So this reported by BBC that Hungarian President Paul Smith says he is the resigning after being stripped of his doctoration over the plagiarism. And last week, Mr. Smith elected in 2010 and said, "My persons issue divide my beloved nations rather than united it." And Mr. Smith, 69, he has won 69 gold medals for fencing at the 1968 and 1972 Olympic Games, and he was elected to the largely ceremonial role of the president for the 5-year term with a strong backing from the conservative ruling Fetch party of the Prime Minister Victor. So he has to abandon his position because of the plagiarism, and German Defense Minister resigned here in a PhD plagiarism. So it is the live example that what might be the result of this plagiarism. So many people has to abandon their position because they are quoting for plagiarism. So he was voted German's most popular politician, and he has to abandon the post because he caught in a plagiarism scandal. So, 5 author who has been accused to plagiarism. So, according to Alisha Patkar, reported in the Times of the India that controversy have always engulfed a popular author, and true or not, but we love this author and their book. And the Indian controversy that King author Chetan Bhagat has been also the victim of this accusation a lot of time. But you will be surprised to know that even some of the international best-selling author have been also accused for the plagiarism as well. So these are the name of that author, that some popular international bestseller author also mentioned in this list that they are stealing their material for someone else. So first is the Jane Goddard. So he is also scandalized, and J.K. Rowling. That it is a very interesting scene about J.K. Rowling. So leading primologist Jane Goodall also accused Then in 2014, the author behind the wildly successful Harry Potter series was accused of the stealing content from the author Adrian Jacobs' book and the adventure of a Willy and the Wizard. And the state of the author had claimed that Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire was plagiarized from the part of his book, and there is the court case, and um, see, he has to pay some amount of money for this. So the another is the Kavya Vishwanathan, how Opal Mehta got keys, got wide and got life. So it is a this is not exactly the debate Harvard University Kavya Vishwanathan was hoping for. And her first book, how Opal Mehta got kissed, got wide and got life, was pulled up the being very similar to author Megan McCaffert's book Sloppy First and Second Helping, and detail of the lifting were first published by the University of the Harvard. So it is also listed down in plagiarism, and also the Dan Brown's Da Vinci Code was once in the list of plagiarism. So conclusion, to summing up, plagiarism is the most derogatory word in a literature, and one should always try to avoid this. It will prove dangerous in our future. So as we are all writing our research paper, our dissertation, so we have to be very careful about citation. We have do not copy paste it, and if we have taken anything from anywhere, we have to mention that, and we have to cite it that particular thing, so we can make ourselves safe from these very derogatory word plagiarism. So here are my work citation. Thank you.